Audio Jungle.
In this video, we will tackle about the analysis techniques in high-grade chemicals and biofuels produced from marginal lands using an integrated approach of alcoholic fermentation and pyrolysis of sweet sorghum biomass residues. Materials and methods. The study aimed to assess the productivity of sweet sorghum crop when planted on marginal soils, evaluating biomass and juice output, bioethanol production, bio-oil production, and biochar's ability to recondition marginal lands. Sweet sorghum is suitable for difficult, contaminated, or marginal areas due to its ability to grow under reduced inputs and respond more efficiently to stresses. A locally resistant hybrid was tested on 2 different soil types with characteristics such as stem thickness, leaf size, cellulose content, sugar content, soil salinization tolerance, and disease resistance. The study used a randomized complete blast design to assess the plant growing characteristic on different soil types. The results showed no significant differences in weather variables during the sweet sorghum growing period as the plantation were established at a distance of 1 kilometer.
2 experimental crops were grown on normal and marginal land, following seeds producer specification and good practice. Planting was controlled using mechanical weeding, and sweet sorghum harvesting was done using automatic threshing equipment. Leaf removal and stem extrusion were performed after maturity. Sweet sorghum biomass processing involves threshing plant, removing leaves and seeds, and extracting stems for juice extraction. Productivity per hectare was evaluated by analyzing 20 perimeters of 1 square meter each for both cultures. The data allowed for analysis of difference in productivity and soil quality impact on juice and biomass production. The maximum sugar from the 2 crops and determined using the Brix index, and the potential for bioethanol production was calculated based on the sugar content in the extracted juice. The study found a theoretical yield of 0.51 gram ethanol sugar with the expected conversion ratio of 90%.
Pyrolysis of sweet sorghum vegetal mass or obtaining high-quality chemicals and biofuels. The main goal of performing the thermal processing of biomass was to obtain highly calorific liquid fuel using the pyrolysis process. Pyrolysis offers advantages over other product processing methods as the treatment and maximize the production of bio-oil with superior technical applications and having a potential to be used to produce several highly valuable chemicals. The pyrolysis unit consists of cylindrical reactor and liquid phase considering system. The experiment used a pyrolysis reactor with 130 mm inner diameter and 330 mm height and 2 mm wall width thickness. The walls was heated by 5 kilowatts electrical resistor isolated from the outside environment and reached a maximum temperature of 80 degrees Celsius. The vapor were condensed by a refrigerant and collected in an ice-deep container. 2 series of experiments were conducted to verify data accuracy. Sweet sorghum plants were analyzed before and after extrusion to identify differences in production potential. The stem, leaves, and seeds were taken in the reference sample to simulate industrial pyrolysis.
Materials and method analysis and characterization of liquid and solid fuels obtained from the pyrolysis process. Pyrolysis products are influenced by factors such as pyrolyzer design, biomass composition, and operating parameters like heating rate, pyrolysis temperature, residence time, and substrate particle size. Thermogravimetric analysis was performed using a thermogravimetric analyzer Citarum SET SYS Evolution TGA DTG DSC. Bio-oils were analyzed using gas chromatography with flame ionized detector FID and a Perkin-Elmer XL gas chromatograph with auto-sampler. The sample was introduced into a GCMS column and the chromatograph program was repeated at different temperatures. The equipment design allows simultaneous analysis using FID and MS detectors.
The results. The study evaluated the bioethanol production of flow sweet sorghum juice on marginal soils and revealing a good adaptability and increased resistance to floodable and clayey soils. The crops show higher production or productivity on the fertile soil without nutrient addition or irrigation, while on the marginal land it only produced to 40%. The bioethanol potential was a 0.45 hectare for marginal soils and 0.61 hectare for regular soils. So the biomass waste, including plant tops, seeds, leaves, and bagasse, were subjected to pyrolysis. So the study highlights the potential of sweet sorghum or bioethanol production. So ang chemical on soils resulting from the pyrolysis and process of the decomposition reactions and were begun in the range of 1 to 30 to 150 with a slight of release of vapors, and the peak was reached around the temperature of 320 to 350 with the release of flammable, liquid, and non-condensable gases.
Analysis and characterization of liquid compounds resulting from the pyrolysis process. Pyrolysis is the process of converting biomass into tar, biochar, and combustible gases. It involves depolymerization and fragmentation of biomass, resulting in complex hydrocarbons and carbons. Preliminary analysis using thermogravimetry technique was conducted to evaluate the behavior of different types of lignocellulosic biomass, focusing on the outer shell and core for better evaluation.
Conclusion. Marginal lands face challenges in crop production due to lack of infrastructure and reduced soil fertility, leading to higher costs. However, sweet sorghum cultivation on these lands has shown acceptable productivity, even in floodable and clayey soils. This could be an opportunity for sweet sorghum to reintegrate lands into the agricultural circle. The biomass productivity of sweet sorghum crops varies depending on climate, soil type, and agricultural works applied. In Romania, the study found acceptable productivity values of 14.7 THA1 dry biomass per hectare without expensive works like irrigation or fertilizers. The plantation managed to control weeds naturally, and pests, particularly aphids, were not affected by economic damage threshold. Biochar obtained through biomass pyrolysis can improve soil quality and contribute to environmental sustainability. However, a balanced approach is needed due to potential environmental impacts and ecosystem services. Marginal lands can host species that would disappear due to intensive agriculture. This paper proposes extracting sweet sorghum juice to produce bioethanol and using vegetable waste from pyrolysis for bio-oil and biochar production. The process generates valuable chemical components such as tar and biochar, which can be used in various industries. Biochar, a porous high-carbon product, is recognized for its soil reconditioning efficiency and can be further improved or transformed into activated carbon. The application of biochar on marginal lands enhances microbial relationships, adds concentrated mineral content, and contributes to surface functional groups, helping to restore productive upper soil layers. Sweet sorghum plant cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin content varies based on soil quality. Thermogravimetric analysis and derivative thermogravimetry were used to estimate pyrolysis processing temperatures for severely affected crops. Laboratory thermochemical treatment equipment was used to determine key parameters affecting product yields. The bio-oil components were classified into chemical groups, with marginal soil producing larger amounts of phenols for lignocellulosic biomass. Marginal lands could be used for bioenergy production, reducing competition between food and bioenergy production. This could increase soil carbon sequestration, enhance soil and water quality, and support ecosystem services. Marginal land could also be used for organic farming, restoring degraded or marginal arable soils through regenerative technologies.